This is our 13th lesson today, and in today's lesson we are going to look at English phrase. As we are doing parts of speech, and parts of speech means different parts of language that join together to make a sentence or to make a complete sensible speech. So phrase is one of them. We have looked at verbs, adjectives, nouns, pronouns. Now this one is a bit more advanced compared to the things that we have done earlier, because a phrase is not one word, it is a group of words. So let's look at the definition first of all. A group of words without a verb is called a phrase. It is a linguistic unit at a level between a word and a clause. Okay, and a phrase is higher than a word and a lower than a clause. So for example, before that we have looked at adjectives, adverbs, nouns, pronouns. All of these were one words. For example, we looked at adjectives like beautiful, strong. So these are one words. Now if you put two or three words together, and if they don't have a verb in it, then that's a phrase. For example, a red and white blazer. Now if you look at this phrase, a group of words, we don't have any verb in it. Now if it has a verb in it, then it would be a sentence. Okay, so if a group of words has verb in it, it's a sentence, and if a group of words has no verb in it, then it's a phrase. Okay, the next one is blue sky. So there's no verb in it. Once again, in the air is a group of words without a verb, and along the road is also a group of words without a verb. So this is the simple definition and some very simple common examples of phrase. Excuse me. Now in the next slide we are going to look at the kinds of phrases. So the first kind is adjective phrase, and here's the example. So adjective phrase means it should be a group of words with an adjective in it. So for example, red and white. Now these words also act like verbs. Okay, red is a noun as well, white is a noun as well, but when we say red and white blazer or red blazer or red car, so they also act like an adjective. So that's why it is an adjective phrase. Adverb phrase would be a phrase which has adverbs in it. For example, slowly and steadily. So if I use that in a sentence, I would say slowly and steadily she moved into the room. Okay, so the word slowly and steadily explain how she moved. Okay, so they are explaining a verb, so that's why they are adverb phrase. Now if we only say she moved into the room slowly, that would be only an adverb, because if it is one word, it is adverb. If it is two words, it's a phrase. So if it is two adverbs, it's an adverb phrase. The next one is noun phrase. A bed of roses. Now roses is a noun, so a noun phrase must have a noun in it. The next one is prepositional phrase. In Germany. Now if you haven't watched my video about prepositions, then it would be difficult for you to understand this. So can you please go back and watch those, all of them, adjective, noun, pronoun, these videos. So that would then this would make good sense. So excuse me, if it is prepositional phrase, it must have a preposition in it. So in Germany, the word in is a preposition. And the last one is verb phrase. Was forgotten. Now was and forgotten, both of them are verbs, but it is not one word, so that's why it is called a verb phrase. So that's it. There's nothing much in it. So when you are writing your sentences, always try to add some phrases. Try to mix these phrases. Okay, use some of these phrases in your sentences, and in this way your sentences would become more sophisticated. They would excuse me, they would have more detail. they would be more descriptive. They would give the reader more information, which means your sentences would be more interesting. Right, here is a small exercise for you. So what you have to do now is read these sentences, okay, underline phrases in these sentences, and then categorize them according to their kinds that you have just learned. Okay, for example, read the first sentence, whichever group of words you think is a phrase, okay, underline that, and in the margin or maybe on your notebooks. Obviously you cannot write on the screen, so you can stop this video and in your notebooks you write the phrase, and then next to that write what kind it is, okay, and then try to match them with information that I have provided with you. So this would give you some exercise to find out, identify phrases in a passage, okay. But just remember one thing: whatever grammar rule or whatever you learn, until you practice it, you won't master it, okay. So always try to spend some time in writing, okay. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching and liking my videos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.